All right, welcome back to the channel. So, Shakur Stevenson was recently interviewed and talked about Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis, and he states that Gervonta Tank Davis is a very good fighter, but he's just simply basically beating guys that we know he can beat. So, I am definitely going to break this down to y'all. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. Please sure that you like and subscribe to the channel, and also share the video to get all your latest boxing news. And be sure to hit that bell icon to always stay notified as soon as I release the news and comes out. With that being said, guys, Shakur Stevenson says that Tank Davis is fighting guys that he shouldn't be fighting, and he's beating them easy. And here's my take on the whole situation. I think Shakur Stevenson is absolutely right, because I want to see Tank fight guys that are matched with his level. Now, I'm not going to discredit Tank's resume. Tank fought who they put in front of him. He fought some good names. He fought 4-division champion. Could be a future Hall of Famer. And I believe, 3-division champion. I think Leo Syracuse. I could be wrong. I'm sorry. I get these fighters mixed up. 3 to 4-division champion in Leo Santa Cruz. He fought Yuri Yokas Gamboa. He fought Isaac Pitbull Cruz. That was Tank. Well, I wouldn't say toughest fight, but trying to give him his toughest fight. So, Gervonta Tank Davis got some solid names on his resume. I'm not going to discredit Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm not going to discredit who he's fought. But I do agree with Shakur. I would love to see Gervonta Tank Davis fight like a Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson himself, and Teofimo Lopez, whatever the case may be for Tank Davis. You know, I like Tank. I think he's an exceptional fighter. Tank Davis already stated that he's willing to fight Devin Haney next. He wants Devin Haney next, since he said Devin Haney's talking crazy. So let's see it. We got to see the fight happen. I think it's going to be big for a damn good fight. And I'm picking Devin Haney to beat Gervonta Tank Davis. And I think that at the end of the day, you know, Tank is just going to have to prove to the world that he's just simply better than everybody, which I think Tank can beat anybody right now. He give anybody a run for his money, but we just got to see it. We got to see the fights happen. So hopefully with the Mayweather situation, hopefully that he says that he never asked Mayweather for the big fights. Hopefully, since you re-signed with Mayweather according to reports, maybe you should ask Floyd Mayweather for the big fights and stuff like that and see what he says, which I think a lot of people think he's going to say no, but I don't think Floyd Mayweather's going to do Gervonta Tank Davis like that. But if he does, we can't sit here and be mad about Tank not fighting the best and stuff like that, because it's Floyd. I wouldn't say Floyd. I don't know the whole debacle. You got one minute Gervonta Tank Davis says that he wants to fight the best of the best. He's leaving Floyd. And next minute he says, I never asked Floyd for the big fights and stuff. It's just a whole crazy debacle situation. So, and also, Shakur Stevenson also stated that he was very, very impressed by Devin Haney as well. He says that he wants to do the same thing just like Devin Haney. He wants to fight Joe Cordina, who recently beat Anichi Ogawa for the IBF title. He wants to do the same thing by going to Joe Cordina's backyard in the UK, which the UK highly likely like to rob fighters these days, and he wants to beat him on his own soil. And I say, Shakur Stevenson, you know, I think that's kind of dumb that you would do that, but I will admire you for going to the enemy's backyard and embarrass him the same way, just like Devin Haney embarrassed George Kambosos Jr. That would be very impressive if you did that. But it's kind of stupid. But Shakur Stevenson said he wants to make the task tougher on himself. He wants the judges to be corrupt. He wants all that, just like Devin Haney got all the judges being corrupt and stuff like that, which Devin Haney won every single round against George Kambosos Jr. And so he simply just wants that. And also, Shakur Stevenson said he potentially might have 2 to 3 more fights left We know he has a fight with Robert Casasio, who arguably beat Oscar Valdez for the WBC title, which that was a blatantly robbery in my opinion. And we know that he also can fight the WBA guy, Ogawa. I think that's what his name. Not Ogawa. Yeah. I think I said Kenichi Ogawa. It's somebody else. Yeah. I have to look at the rankings again, but he's probably gonna fight that guy for the WBA. I know Hector Garcia recently beat Chris Colbert for the WBA mandatory position, so it'll be that guy versus Hector Garcia. So he's going to be looking to fight the winner of that guy, and he's going to be looking to fight probably potentially Joe Cordina if he doesn't have a mandatory sooner or later, or whatever the case may be. But he's looking to have 2 to 3 more fights at 130 super featherweight, and he potentially could move up to 135 pounds. He also stated that he wants to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, and he wants to fight Vasily Lomachenko, and he would love to fight Devin Haney as well. And I think that's all great fights. And Shakur Stevenson is just, in my opinion, he has potentially to beat everybody. I think his talent is phenomenal. He's like a basically similar style to Andre Ward a little bit. His style and Andre Ward are very, very similar, and it's going to be very, very hard to beat Shakur Stevenson. Now, I think Tank Davis could beat him, but that's a whole nother video. And I already made a reason why I think Tank Davis could beat Shakur Stevenson, because Shakur Stevenson has slightly a few flaws, but Shakur Stevenson is very talented, and it's going to be very hard to try to get those things off of Shakur Stevenson as well. And also, he says that if it was his choice to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, and he basically stated that if Gervonta Tank Davis goes in with the same game plan like he did, like every fighter, just going in there and knock you out, that's not going to work with me, because you're simply going to lose the fight off the rip. And Gervonta Tank Davis, in my opinion, does not go within the game plan to knock you out. The knockout, in my opinion, just naturally comes to Gervonta Tank Davis. I have to disagree with him on that, but I do understand what Shakur Stevenson is saying, that if Gervonta Tank Davis going there with the mentality to knock me out, he's not going to win the fight whatsoever, because he's just simply going to lose it. He's going to make it a very boring fight. And he also stated that he will definitely pick Devin Haney over Gervonta Tank Davis, because Gervonta Tank Davis is going to probably looking to seek the knockout on Devin Haney, and Devin Haney is going to be looking to frustrate Gervonta Tank Davis, and Devin Haney is going to make it a very, very boring fight. It's going to be a one-sided fight. That's why I'm picking Devin Haney, because Devin Haney, in this scenario, I'm picking great big man over great little man. And if Gervonta Tank Davis was the same size as Devin Haney, that would be a completely different story. I would definitely favor Gervonta Tank Davis, because it would just be, at the end of the day, you have a boxer puncher versus a boxer, and how a masterclass boxer, and highly likely when you got a boxer puncher that's close to the level of a masterclass boxer with Devin Haney, which if they was potentially the same height, I would definitely pick Gervonta Tank Davis. But since it's a height disadvantage and a reach disadvantage, I'm picking Devin Haney for the win. So, with that being said, Shakur Stevenson says that Tank Davis basically need to fight people, and he already know that he can beat these opponents. And also, he is willing to do the same thing as Devin Haney and go in George Cordina's backyard to take that IBF title for undisputed. And he's looking, basically said he's looking to fight the WBA, the winner of the WBA against Hector Garcia, and I forgot the other guy's name. I'm really sorry about that, guys. I have to look. These guys have weird names and stuff like that. But I know it's Hector Garcia will be fighting for the WBA real belt if he's successful. So, with that being said, guys, it is what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.